Hey, what's up guys? Rev here. So I'm going to start off this video with that classic line. You're probably wondering how we got here, where we have a bunch of political accounts attacking a Republican congressman over the topic of anime. Well, to explain this entire situation, we have to start from the beginning. So, Republican Congressman Paul Gosar made this tweet. Now, you've probably heard of Paul. We have talked about him on this channel before. He is quite the based individual. He actually got in trouble about a year ago over some anime-related tweets, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But let's focus on this tweet for now. So, Paul comes out and says, taking anime recommendations, shonen or slice of life preferred, which is already a great start to see from an American politician, where of course someone replied with K-On, which is a great choice, and Paul responds with, I've already seen it. I kneel. This man is so based, I can't even fathom it, okay? Like, this is probably my favorite moment in American political history. This is an unbelievable situation, but knowing Paul, it's actually not that surprising. But since he asked, I shall answer. I'm not really a shonen person myself, but I am a slice of life junkie. So here's a list of slice of life I would recommend, not only to Paul, but anyone watching this video. We begin with the classic Euro Yuri, which is really the quintessential slice of life anime. Cute girls doing cute things while participating in a do-nothing school club. It is perfect. There's literally no conflict in the show whatsoever. It's just really cute and full of laughs, and I would recommend it to anyone. And another amazing thing about Euro Yuri is that throughout its multiple seasons and movies, there's been, I think, 3 different anime studios involved with its production, and yet it feels continuous and everything feels very routine throughout the entire series. And then I would also recommend Yuyushiki, which is kind of a hidden gem from about a decade ago. Only 1 season, but I would consider it like Euro Yuri's cousin or something. It's very similar sense of humor. Another cute girls doing a do-nothing club. Very relaxed show. It's only like 12 episodes. I would recommend it to anyone. And then Non Byorai, which I think is a staple of slice of life. And maybe I'm crazy and I'm alone on this, but there's something about an anime like this that focuses on the Japanese countryside that feels universal. Like, there's something about countrysides that, like, no matter where you are in the world, they all kind of feel the same, right? It's just like the minor details are different, but the kind of slow pace of life is all very connected. And I think this series is just, anyone can enjoy it. And also that reminds me of Euro Camp. It's cute girls camping. I mean, what else do I really need to say? And then you have Asobi Asobase, which is basically another do-nothing club, except this one's really high energy and dramatic with its animation and jokes. Really good watch, very solid. And then, of course, I would go to Gabrielle Dropout, one of my favorite anime of all time. It is a show with a lot of religious themes, but the biggest sin, perhaps, is the fact that it only has 1 season. But for a Republican politician, I'll let you know, it's very trad, right? It's angels and demons. And, you know, despite the fact that, it's got its angel characters like Rafi, the things I do to her are very not angelic, but that is my list, okay? I think those are some very solid anime recommendations. But again, focusing on Paul Gosar, like I said, we talked about him a little while back, and I'm going to either refresh your memory or introduce you to a crazy story involving him. So back in 2021, he posted an edited version of the Attack on Titan opening theme where the Titans were replaced by his political opponents. And this tweet would be removed for threats of violence against those featured in the video, which is absolutely insane. You think that is being dramatic? Well, he would get in more trouble because the people featured in that video would feel threatened and they wanted to see him get officially punished. So the House of Representatives actually took a vote on whether or not Gosar would be the first member of Congress to be formally censured since 2010. That's right. In over a decade, he would be the first person to receive this official punishment in over a decade because he posted an Attack on Titan meme that clearly nobody would take seriously, and he even issued a statement saying the video wasn't meant to depict harm or violence. It was simply a symbolic portrayal of a fight over immigration policy, and it wasn't supposed to be taken seriously, but all of this led to a crazy clip. Another great moment in American political history where his fellow Republican representative Matt Gaetz defended him with this legendary clip.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I oppose political violence in all forms, regardless of the politics of the target. I am no expert on Japanese anime, but I am told, and I do believe, that it is not real. Today, we're critiquing Paul Gosar's anime. Next week, we might be indicting the Wile E. Coyote for an explosive ordinance against the Roadrunner. If you don't like Paul Gosar's tweets, tweet back at him.
American politics, ladies and gentlemen. If only it was this interesting all the time. Maybe they need to talk about anime more, because every time they do, it gets pretty spicy. But it wasn't just anime recommendations that Paul Gosar got from this thread. He also got some backlash from conservative grifters like good old Jackson Hinkle over here, saying ban anime in America with no sensible argument attached to it. So for someone whose bio literally reads the most censored man on YouTube, you sure do love censorship, don't you? Like, isn't it a little bit hypocritical to want to ban an entire medium because you clearly just don't like it? That seems a bit odd for me. Like, these people are like scared little chipmunks, you know? They see anything that doesn't look like them and they immediately want to ban it. They're just scared of it. Get rid of it. That's their response. But as you can see from this first reply to that tweet, another account brings up a very common talking point among some conservative accounts these past couple of weeks, bringing up the whole anime is pedophilia thing, and this person using one of their own quotes saying, anime is for children and pedos. Real adults and mentally healthy people don't watch anime. Well, to respond to that, mentally healthy people are able to separate fiction from reality. They're also able to enjoy their hobbies without being judged or worrying about being judged by others. They also don't go around attacking other people and calling them pedos for simply enjoying a very popular medium. And for the whole anime is for pedos argument, besides having absolutely no source to back that up, it is another pathetic claim that waters down the term pedophilia to the sole benefit of actual pedophiles who are now taken less seriously because people like this use it to talk about people who use fictional content, okay? But this is the kind of narrative we've been seeing a lot over the past couple of weeks, and it's one that Jackson would also share. Now, he was getting dunked on for wanting to ban anime, so shortly after he made this tweet, which is getting absolutely dunked on. So you can see the number of quote retweets. Yeah, people were clowning on this quite hard. And you can see this whole mess down here. Basically, he fell for bait in someone's account, so, you know, nothing new there. But here's the thing. Anime is for pedos. I wonder where I've heard that statement before. Oh, wait, it's happened many times. You know what happened? All of those times, people got outed as actual predators. That's the only actual pattern we've seen involving this sort of thing, is that the people crying out that anime is for pedophiles end up being the actual predators themselves. So I say tread carefully, Jackson. I don't know what kind of skeletons you have in your closet that are causing you to project like this, but please, you know, make sure someone out there is checking this dude's hard drive, because history tells us that these people often end up being the real predators in this situation. But here's the thing. It's very amusing to me to see these right-wing grifting accounts resort to the anime is for pedos argument. Every time I see this, this is an indication that this account is literally gasping for air. They are on the last thread of relevancy, and they are trying to hold on as hard as they can, because this is the most outrageous statement ever. Again, one that actually helps out real pedophiles, because you're watering down the term to mean something involving fictional characters. So you clearly don't care about kids and actual victims. You care about grifting online for attention, and congratulations, you got it. but it's in the form of people dunking on you and making fun of you for being an out-of-touch loser. But honestly, like, here's the thing. I don't want to get too bogged down in all of this, but I bring up accounts like Jackson because it's important to realize it's not just one side of the political spectrum that is always attacking anime. We talk largely about tweets, right? So Twitter tends to have a lot of left-leaning people. So when you see a lot of the moral outrage on Twitter, often it involves left-wing type accounts, and we've seen them attack anime, call it pedophilia, want to ban it, all these sorts of things. So that gets featured a lot on this channel. But this is a reminder that conservatives do this too. And it's not all conservatives, obviously, just like it's not all left-wing people, but both sides of the political spectrum use anime to slander and attack one another. They do this all the time. And all it does is push away people, especially young people. No young person looks at tweets like this and wants to support anyone like this. And that includes people who don't even like anime. They just see this and see that you're a reckless, crazy person. Like literally throwing your career on the line to attack a Japanese medium that you don't need to talk about. It's completely irrelevant to you. But that's the thing. I don't know. A lot of these accounts just don't understand how much damage they're doing to themselves in this whole culture war, that they're losing all young people when they say things like this. But moving on, these are the kind of people that are supporting Jackson, saying it's a pedo generator, referring to anime. And it also inspired gender confusion. Now, this is another talking point that is popular among conservative accounts these past couple of weeks. It largely stems from the Chris from Mr. Beast situation, who is transitioning, and people found old tweets about anime and lolly, and now people are saying that it's all related, and that consuming anime makes people confused about their gender and makes them trans in many cases. And we've talked about this in multiple videos. People are absolutely losing their minds and reaching as far as they can to make these connections, and they look so stupid. They look so stupid, it's actually mind-boggling. But here's the thing. How is there a healthy way to deal with all of this stuff? Well, people should be more like this artist, okay? From Rent a Girlfriend, this is the creator, literally simping for his own characters and saying, my girlfriend. This is a man with a wife and children, still simping after his 2D favorites. You know, I think people should take these things a little less seriously. That's kind of the whole point of what I'm driving at here, is to not take anime so seriously. Don't risk your career and reputation to use anime as some kind of a scapegoat, some sort of straw man to blame all your problems on. It always backfires and it looks really, really stupid. You just look really stupid. Listen to the full-grown man using an anime girl as an avatar. You look really stupid, okay? Like, I'm telling this to you for a reason. But yes, that is going to do it for this video. A whole lot of hysteria over anime continues, but we're not surprised. So let me know all your thoughts about these related topics in the comments section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.